There's no Sunday school this week, Hug.
So how many days off?
Of Sunday school?
Yeah.
Just 1 week, I think.
Oh, like 13 days then.
Who's giving them to you?
Gentle, rolling paper roll. Thank you.
That's so cool.
Come to the work.
What's this here?
Hey, Summer, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. You gonna make it to the big birthday bash at the Burr Oak on Sunday?
Probably not, unfortunately. I work here
Ah,
Sunday.
see what we got there. Folk kind of thing for the early show, 1:30, and then rock and roll at 7. So something for old folks, something for kids.
I hate to tell you this, but it's been a long time since I'm a little bit country, I'm a little bit rock and roll. That's all for the old folks.
Did you say that?
What was that?
Alex is over Thursday?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, she will not have a cantor with us tonight?
Why?
You will not have the cantor with us tonight?
He's off doing something else.
We'll have the rabbi, I hope.
No, don't. No, don't say don't. Don't.
You just said it.
Don't say don't. Don't. Don't say it.
Let's do some mistakes.
John.
Jonathan.
That's nice. That's very easy.
Yes, it is easy.
Yeah.
You're Jonathan too, I think.
I am totally. Do people all of them call you Jonathan nonstop?
No, they call me JD usually.
Oh, JD, I like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like, depends on what time of life you need to half Jonathan, half JD.
I'm the same way. John. I even have a Jack streak. Oh my, some people call me. I know.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, it's like too many nicknames for that one.
That's awesome. Well, it's nice to see you guys.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Yeah. What are your kids' names?
The oldest one is August, we call him Augie, and the younger one is Lewis.
How old are they?
5.5, 2.5. My wife is Samantha, she's out with
Hey,
Lewis right
you
now.
guys do fist bumps?
She's
Have you ever done a fist bump? Whoa, that's such a nice blazer. You look so sharp. I love that. Can I have it?
You want to lend it?
Can I borrow your jacket? It looks so good. I have a 10-year-old and he's really into dressing up.
Oh, nice.
And last night he wore a blazer.
What's in it?
My name's, do you know what your dad's name is? Do you know what his name is? Is his name Jonathan?
What's my name? You know that.
So is this my name too. Isn't that crazy?
Mama, wanna hide?
Yeah. Hi Linda. Shabbat Shalom. Yeah. It's super nice to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Yeah. Are you like, where do you live in the area?
We live right by here, like a couple blocks that way actually, and so that's part of the reason we like joined the whole.
I think we're living right by here, a couple blocks that way too.
Oh, really?
We're like off of West Wall.
I think I remember talking. Yeah, at one of those outdoors.
Your name just came up.
I remember saying that now.
Yeah. We're
I know.
West Wall right here.
Westlawn, we're on
I
Pickford.
heard your name just came up.
Pickford's like the first turn right here.
So we're like a little bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on West Coast or whatever.
Like right on the mother.
Yes.
So
She dies.
now which I've seen.
Yep.
93, that makes it like
Yeah, so I think Lowry with them out there.
Yeah. Oh, cross country here.
32.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next Friday there'll be a lot of families.
Right.
This Friday.
Totally.
Yeah. I didn't know you guys were coming to brought my crew too.
Oh, it's no,
Is he in kindergarten?
Yes.
We have a 4-year-old and a
So what is
7-year-old.
it? Well, it's 2024 right now, so.
He's like a young 5. He's like gonna be young. Right? But
What school does he go to?
Madison, Community Montessori.
Oh,
What does your shirt say? What does your shirt
He's
say?
actually off his class over there.
Your t-shirt, what does it say?
Yeah.
What's it saying?
what's your name?
Greg. Beth, brother, and something.
Oh, in the universe.
That's Charlie in the
That makes
universe.
sense. That's a pretty sporty jacket you got there. Very nice. Hi,
Hi.
Greg Sessler.
Samantha Ashby.
Samantha Ashby.
Yeah.
You're Lewis? Nice to meet you. I'm Greg. Yeah, you got a grip. You got
There won't be a lot of people.
a grip my hand.
I'm
Squeeze,
Suzanne.
squeeze. Yeah, that's good too. Greg
Hi,
Sessler.
I'm JD Houseman.
JD.
Nice to meet
He
you.
did this year, usually
That's
this
my
year.
wife, Dale.
Right up there.
Sit it down.
Oh, this is, okay.
She's the singer. Say your name's
Samantha.
Samantha.
JD.
JD.
Jonathan JD.
Jonathan JD.
Hi, you saw me. We'll give you a few
I
minutes
was,
to go around.
we were just on, yeah, we've been talking about this.
Okay. We just live over on Pickford Street.
At one point, we lived on Chapman Street.
Oh,
Now we
Yeah.
live on Van Nuys.
Okay. Yeah.
Go to the west.
No, we're transplants. I've been here a little over a year.
Should I take extra
And
balls?
what do you guys do?
Oh, and.
I'm a family physician. I work, you know, you live in the It's kind of what led us to fitness librarian.
Hey, Dale, come here when you get a chance. Hi. Jonathan, whatever.
Either one's fine.
We were gonna drop her off. You wanna come up closer? Be separated.
Thank you for registering. I just met these guys.
meet you. What's your name?
Last year.
Kevin was visiting? That's great. Well, it's so good that you're here. So you're always welcome. So any of these nice people can help you out as well. So yeah.
It's for a class.
It's for a class, like an introduction to religion class or something. If you have any questions, we can be happy to help you out. You're more than welcome. Let's get you a copy of the prayer book, Kevin, so you can. There you go. Look at that. Look at that for service. Look at that for service. Kevin, well, welcome. What school are you in?
University.
Wisconsin, Eau Claire. And it's like the class. She's the.
Come in after I retire.
It's at University of Wisconsin, Eau Claire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, yeah. But that's great that you're here.
This is our big project.
That's great. Well, if you have any questions, the people here will be happy to help or fabricate something for you, however you think is important. You liked it more than anyone else. Yeah, we can make something. Yeah, we can make something.
How's everything in your setting?
Oh, it's
You have
very
the
slow.
fox over there?
Oh, it's
You have
very slow.
the fox over there?
We've seen a fox once or twice in a trail.
That's also been a problem.
We have
He goes a lot on Zoom, but he comes on Sundays.
Separate from the fox.
There were coyote sightings too.
Yeah.
Where were the coyote sightings?
Was coyote, was coyote or fox?
Coyote, two
Coyote?
coyotes.
Coyotes, okay.
In this general area.
Yeah.
They didn't specify too close. I don't blame them.
West
Nice
side.
area.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no,
Well,
well,
they're
they're
here.
in the neighborhood, they're not in the,
Keep your kitties home.
Usually he'll say something like,
the small dogs, if you got a chihuahua or
what
a.
it is what's in
Speak,
dark
yeah.
is the word here.
There's an injured one that's going around the coma that has like bad fresh loss and it's separated from the you're supposed to like scare it, raise it so it shies away from humans.
Yeah, let's scare them. You want to scare them out? Yeah. We
Oh,
I lived in mountain lion country when I was in California, and I never saw one, but you would see them on people's like ring cams at like 2 a.m. That is a big kitty. Yes.
We have two giant Santas.
so you did.
They've gotten into trouble now.
Yeah.
Well, this is West Warren.
Oh, did you guys move?
No,
Why'd you say West
Where?
Warren?
because we're in West Warren.
Oh, but now they
North
just
side
on
of
the other side of the street.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, the kids. Oh, decided, well,
Is that to help you breathe nicely in the middle of the night?
realize it's also staying up on that.
Put some Hanukkah Harry's up. Well, I'm in roast. They're up in the roastery ones
Yes,
up
they're
there.
going
They were
up.
last year. Yeah, but last year it was
The
the
start.
Yeah.
That's the start.
Did you see the one? There was one that it was like a dinosaur with the Santa in its mouth.
Well, last year, I think,
Yeah.
so fun, I guess. Shabbat Shalom.
Join me in Hine Matovu. Hine Matovu Manahim שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב. יאללה לי, לה 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 לה, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב. יאללה לי, לה 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 לה, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. יאללה לי, לה 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 לה, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. שבת אחים גם יחד.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
How wonderful to have everyone join us on this Friday night, whether you're here in person or whether you're streaming with us. Shabbat, also known as the antidote to tryptophan. It is great to welcome everybody into this community. I invite everybody just to take a deep breath. On this weekend of giving thanks, we are thanks that we come together, as Dale just sang the words of Hine Matov, how nice it is that brothers and sisters dwell together in harmony. I'll invite you to turn to page 120, and we'll invite forward JD and Samantha and Augie and Lewis to help us light our Shabbat candles on page 120. Right? You guys can help your mom and dad do this? All right. Yeah, both of them. Sorry. All right, just go like this now. 1, 2, 3.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Whoops, I was singing the wrong thing. I was doing Shehecheyanu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'chadlik ner v'tzivanu v'tzivanu l'chadlik ner shel Shabbat shel Shabbat. Blessed are you who commands us to kindle the lights of Shabbat. Blessed are you who commands us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Should we sing Shehecheyanu too, since it's on our minds?
Do you want to?
Yeah. How wonderful it is, the prayer, the welcome, how great it is to thank God for allowing us to reach this wonderful moment.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehecheyanu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehecheyanu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
I love that we did that. I mean, in these times, this season of Thanksgiving, like one of the things that we think about in terms of, you know, attitude of gratitude is this Shehecheyanu moments, right? And how do we find Shehecheyanu moments that aren't necessarily the big moments in life, but the little ones, family and friends coming together to observe Shabbat. So how wonderful it is We'll continue singing on page 142, the words of Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bachuni l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitzchem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Keep singing. Turn back to page 138. The words of Lecha Dodi. We'll sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And before verse 9, we'll rise as we welcome the Sabbath bride. And we'll stay standing as we'll go right into Baruch Hu.
Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, Adonai, 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 Bnei Shabbat, Nitkabelah. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, Adonai, 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 Bnei Shabbat, Nitkabelah. Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad, Hishmianu El HaMeyuchad, Adonai Echad, U'Shemo Echad, V'Shem U'Tiferet V'Litila. Lecha Dodi likrat kalai, Adonai, 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabela lechadoti likrat kala yadadai 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabela likrat Shabbat lechuvenelcha ki mikor havaracha merosh mikedem nisucha tov maaseh b'machshava kila lechatoti likrat kala yadadai 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabela lechatoti likrat kala yadadai 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 b'nei Shabbat kabela 5 hitorari kivalreich kumiuri uri shidaberi kevod Adonai alayich nigla lechatoti likrat kala yadadai 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabela lechatoti likrat kala yadadai 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabela boi v'shalom ateret bala gam besimcha u'bevola toch emuneh am sekula boi chala lechatoti likrat kala yadadai 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabela lechatoti likrat kala yadadai 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabela
146.
Lai 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 Adonai Hamivorah. Baruch Adonai Hamivorah Le'olam Vahed.
Read with me on the top of 149. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv Aravim.
Ahavat Olam.
Ahavat Olam.
Join me. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Chavta, Amcha Chavta. Torah u'mitzvot Otanu limadata. Alkein Adonai Eloheinu v'shovenu, ukumenu nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, u'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed, ki chem chayenu, v'yorech yomeinu, uvahem negeyamam b'layla, geyam b'layla. Be'ahavata tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Seated, we'll chant the words of V'ahavta, which is on 154 together.
V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta ba'am v'shivtecha b'beitecha uvlechtecha b'derech u'shofbecha uvkumecha u'kshartam le'od ayadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha uvtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי להיות קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם
Adonai Elohechem.
Amen.
Let's turn to page 158.
Join me in Micha Mocha. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Micha Mocha ba'elim Adonai. Micha Mocha nehedar b'kodesh. Norah tehilot osei felech. Norah tehilot osei felech. Malachutecha rahu vanecha Okaya Lifnim Shayam Seviam Nuviam Seviam Nuviam Adonai Yilo Leolam Leolam Vaed Adonai Yilo Leolam Leolam Vaed Ya la 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 Ya la 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 Ya la 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 Ya la 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 la
ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל. 160 is the nighttime prayer, the words of Hashkivenu. Hashkivenu was written by the ancients because they were afraid of the night. The dark was time for scary places and scary things happened. So they asked God to offer this protection upon them and upon their families each evening when they lie down. We'll sing it together.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. V'hamidenu shomrenu l'chayim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. 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 Amen.
We are people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is inconceivable without moments gone by. The Exodus lasted a moment enduring forever. What happens once upon a time happens all the time. Vishamru.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, et HaShabbat, la'asot et HaShabbat, l'doratam, berito olam, berito olam. Beni uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam. Beni uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam. Kisheshet yamim asa Adonai, et hashamayim et haaretz, uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat, Shabbat vayim. nafesh. Beni uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti leolam. Beni uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti leolam. V'shameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot, et ha-Shabbat ledoratam berito lam, berito lam.
If you're able, I once again invite you to rise on 206 or 164. A poem by Elizabeth Alexander, Praise Song for the Day. Each day we go about our business, walking past each other, catching each other's eyes or not, about to speak or speaking. All about us is noise. All about us is noise and bramble, thorn and din, each one of our ancestors on our tongues. Someone is stitching up a hem, darning a hole in a uniform, patching a tire, repairing the things in need of repair. Someone is trying to make music somewhere, with a pair of wooden spoons on an oil drum, with cello, boombox, harmonica, voice. A woman and her son wait for the bus. A farmer considers the changing sky. A teacher says, take out your pencils, begin. We encounter each other in words, words spiny or smooth, whispered or declaimed, words to consider, reconsider. We cross dirt roads and highways that mark the will of someone, and then others who said, I need to see what's on the other side. I know there's something better down the road. We need to find a place where we are safe. We walk into that which we cannot yet see. Praise song for struggle, praise song for the day, praise song for every hand-lettered sign, the figuring it out at kitchen tables. Some live by love thy neighbor as thyself. Others by first do no harm or take no more than you need. What if the mightiest word is love? Love beyond marital, filial, national, love that casts a widening pool of light, love with no need to preempt grievance. In today's sharp sparkle, this winter air, anything can be made, any sentence begun, on the brink of the brim, on the cusp, praise song for walking forward in that light. We'll offer the opening meditation on 164 and then have time for silent prayer.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufia ki tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'koneh Ha'akol, V'zocher Hasdei Avot V'imachot, U'mevi Geula Livnei B'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo B'Yahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen.
Baruch atah Adonai,
Magen Avraham v'Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh kol atah rav le'Hoshiach.
Mashiv haruach umorid hagashem.
Mechachel chayim bechesed, Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofei cholim, Umatir asurim, Umechaye emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha ba'al gevurot, Umidom elah, Melech memit u'mechayev, U'matzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lecha hayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh b'shimcha kadosh, U'kadoshim b'chol yom hallelu hasela, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
Take a moment of silent prayer, and when you're done with your personal prayer, you can be seated.
Legion libi lefanecha Adonai 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 Tzuri v'gali Tzuri v'gali Ratzonim refi V'hagyon libi Lefanecha Adonai 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 Tzuri v'gali Lefanecha Adonai 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 Tzuri v'gali Tzuri v'gali.
Our prayer for healing is on page 371 in the middle of the page. If you're offering prayers of healing for anyone in need of renewal of mind, body, and spirit, I invite you to share their name out loud at this time.
Leslie Grant.
Let's sing together.
Misheberach avotenu mikor habracha rimotenu. May the source of strength the blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Judaism has many great rivals, antagonists, or wicked people in our past. If we think about the Bible, we know of Pharaoh, and Haman, and Goliath, and Amalek. Individuals or nations who rose up and tried to destroy our people. Next month, we'll tell the story of Hanukkah, and we'll, even though not a biblical book, Antiochus, who tried to defeat the Jews in different ways, but each of those who rose up to defeat us is defeated in different ways, but mostly by faith in God and God's divine protection. You know the short version of it. They tried to kill us. We survived. Let's eat. This week's Torah portion introduces us to the characters of Jacob and Esau, Parashat Toldot from the book of Genesis. Sibling rivalries to the max. None of that happens in my family ever, I promise. So, just in case, just a short reminder of the story. Twin brothers born to Isaac and Rebekah, and even before their birth, their struggle is foretold as God tells Rebekah, 2 nations are in your womb, and 2 peoples born of you shall be divided. Esau, the firstborn, is a rugged hunter, favored by his father Isaac. Jacob, a quiet and shrewd man, is favored by their mother Rebekah. This favoritism sets the stage for a lifetime of tension. Jacob first takes advantage of Esau's hunger, convincing him to sell his birthright, a double portion of inheritance for a bowl of lentil stew. And later, with his mother's assistance, Jacob disguises himself as Esau to deceive their blind father into granting him the blessing that was meant for the firstborn. This blessing that Isaac offers Jacob secures Jacob's dominance, leaving Esau distraught and furious. And Esau vows to kill Jacob, forcing him to flee to Haran, where he lives in exile. This is how the Torah tells it. And Esau said to his father, "Have you but one blessing, father? Bless me too, father." And Esau wept out loud. And his father Isaac answered, saying to him, "See, your abode shall enjoy the fat of the earth and the dew of the heavens above. Yet by your sword you shall live, and you shall serve your brother. But when you grow restive, you shall break his yoke from your neck." Now Esau harbored a grudge against Jacob because of the blessing which his father had given him. And Esau said to himself, "Let but the mourning period of my father come, and I will kill my brother Jacob." When the words of her older son Esau were reported to Rebekah, she sent for her younger son Jacob and said to him, "Your brother Esau is consoling himself by planning to kill you." What an amazing story. These writers of our sacred tradition understood narrative and suspense. But Esau's story has long been one of exclusion. He is painted as an outsider. He's wild, he's untethered, a man apart from his family's spiritual legacy. He's one of the most ostracized figures in all of rabbinic literature, with no redeeming qualities. In the world of the ancient rabbis, who gave us some form of modern Judaism, post-temple Judaism, the world of the Talmud and the Midrash, from about the 1st century to the 7th century, our rabbis identified Esau or Edom with the Roman Empire. In doing so, they took on both aspects of that empire, the earlier pagan Roman Empire and the later Christian Roman Empire, and conflated them into one image of Esau, forever at odds with Jacob and forever at odds with Israel. For the rabbis, Esau most often was depicted as our enemy or as our oppressor. According to the Talmud, the man who kept us beneath his boot. Rabbi Deborah Pines writes, "Why is the rabbi's portrayal of Esau so negative? Perhaps it is because the drama of the Israelite story required rivals, whose actions and natures contrasted with the values embodied in Jacob. They needed Esau. The rabbis used the brothers' characteristics to teach us lessons about behavior. Hence, rabbinic literature crafted an ideal embodied by Jacob, who was quiet, who was studious, thoughtful, and emotionally in control. On the other hand, Esau's unbridled passion was problematic for the rabbis, who struggled with emotion. As it is written in Pirkei Avot, who is mighty? One who controls one's natural urges. But we know that Esau is at his core a human being with flaws and virtues alike. He's actually quite a wonderful character. He loves his father deeply. He seeks reconciliation with his brother, and like all of us, navigates a life shaped by disappointment and hope. He actually doesn't do that much wrong. Even his wailing to, "I'm going to kill Jacob," is sort of understandable and could even be read as hyperbolic. Here is an old man, Isaac, who has been deceived by his younger son, and a young man, Esau, who feels cheated out of what was rightfully his. But Esau also becomes a convenient vessel for our fears, the ones we cast when we're uncomfortable facing our own shortcomings. In vilifying him, we mirror a troubling tendency still alive today, judging the outsider harshly while ignoring the work we need to do ourselves. Rabbi Aaron Pankin, the former head of the Hebrew Union College, who passed away a few years ago, writes, "Esau, on the other hand, wanders out of the frame of the Torah's view, and the Edomites who bear his name continue to be a competing and sometimes hostile neighboring people long after the Torah's stories are committed to parchment. Long after the writing of the Torah, this people disappears into the midst of history, and aside from some fascinating archaeological remains, there is little to tell their story nowadays. Familiar with their early character and their later outcome, our commentators stress how alien the progenitor Esau is from his very birth, and make him out to be an evil individual at every opportunity." Rabbi Pankin continues, "Sadly, this tendency is operative today. How often have we cast a critical eye on the outsider when we should have looked critically at ourselves? How easy is it to cast a negative assessment on someone we don't know when it is our own behavior that could use adjustment? When we relate to new members of our community or those with different political or economic or religious orientations, our behavior is highly predictable. Human characteristics are exactly the opposite of those we hope to see in God. We are quick to anger and slow to forgive, considering ourselves first and being less generous to others. Rabbi Pankin asks us to redeem Esau. And to redeem Esau is to look at him again and try to see him anew, not to whitewash his problems, for like any human being, he certainly has them, but to truly redeem him we must first look at ourselves and ask why we treat other outsiders the way we do. In redeeming Esau, we have a chance to redeem ourselves. The biblical Esau challenges us to reflect, to shift, and to grow. If we can open our hearts to him, perhaps we can open them to those we are too quick to judge today, our own family members or new people in our community, and then to the better angels within ourselves. Many of you know that the story concludes in a very poetic way. Next week's Torah portion, Genesis 33. Looking up, Jacob saw Esau coming with a retinue of 400. He divided the children among Leah, Rachel, and the two maids, putting the maids and their children first, Leah and her children next, and Rachel and Joseph last. And Jacob himself went up ahead and bowed low to the ground 7 times until he was near his brother. Esau ran to greet him. He embraced him, and falling on his neck, he kissed him, and they wept. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
I invite you all to rise as we say the words of Aleinu, which are on page 586 and then 591.
Aleinu yishabeach ladon hakol, la tekadula leotzer breshit, shehunat hashamayim beyoser aretz, umashav yikaro bashamayim mihal, ushchiratu zo begov hemeromim, hu Eloheinu einod, v'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. Ne'emar, v'haya Adonai, l'melech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
You can have a seat. No major announcements this Shabbat other than a major thank you to Dale Kaufman for always helping us out when the cantor's not here. How awesome it is to have somebody so talented and playing a 12-string guitar for our Shabbat services makes me so happy as well. Thank you to Summer for helping out with all of the tech. Next Friday night services are also at 6 o'clock. So if you're coming, we hope to see you then, and to all of you streaming a Shabbat Shalom to you as well. Our prayer for memory is on page 598, sorry. If I read the name of your loved one, I invite you to rise in their honor, and then we'll rise as one community and say the words of Mourner's Kaddish together. Lost to the Beth El community in this period of Shloshim, there's Georgia Wagner, Charlotte Garfield, in this period of Shiva, Charlotte Garfield, mother of Alan and Phyllis Garfield, and Georgia Wagner in this period of Shloshim. In this period of Yartzeit, the anniversary since passing, we remember with love Irving Abramowitz, Sandra Anderson, Ruth Goldstein Barrett, Bernice Bloom, Manning Bookstaff, Robert Cohn, Paula Gelber-Dromi, Mortimer Epstein, Arthur Feinberg, Saul Frank, Alice Friends, Jules Greenberg, Kenneth Dean Jenks, Max Kalim, Evelyn Fisher Karlov, Cynthia B. Kinsler, Sarah Crystal, David M. Levitan, Emmanuel Paul Lichtenstein, Milton Lorman, Joy Nathanson, Jules Newman, Elaine Konisberg Podell, Dina Robinson, Seymour Romim, Lizbeth C. Short, Ida Steinpress, Wayne John Thompson, Marjorie Singer Tobias, Lawrence Weiser, Eva Wendell, Abraham Wolfson, and Marcelo Wynn. If you're thinking of somebody else tonight, I invite you to rise and share their name out loud. You rise as one community.
George Harrison.
We also, I know some of you are very connected to Rob and Mary. We didn't add her to the Kaddish list today because her funeral will be next week, but we think of them as we say the words of Kaddish together. 598. Yitkadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah, v'yamad v'ra kirtei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon, v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, b'agala v'zman kariv b'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam ulmei almaya. Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yit hadar, v'yit haleh, v'yit halal, shemed kusha prichu. Le'ela min kol berchata b'shirata, tush bechata b'nechemata, damiram b'ama b'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu b'al kol Yisrael, b'imru amen. Hosei shalom b'mrumav, hu yasei shalom, aleinu b'al kol Yisrael, Imru, amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, amen. Sing, lead us in a song.
Okay. How about Olam Chesed?
All right, we have a seat.
Olam Chesed Yebaneh. I will build this world from love.
I don't think it's in the prayer book, but we'll pick it up pretty
I
quickly.
looked, I couldn't find it.
Okay.
Yada die, 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 die. No words here, you can sing it. Yada die, 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 da da die, die. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Yada die, 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 da da die, die. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Yada die, 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 da da die, die. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Yada die, 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 da da die, die. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Yada die, 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 da da die, die. I will build this world from love. Yada die, 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 da da die, die. And you must build this world from love. Yada die, 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 da da die, die. And if we build this world from love, da da die, 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 da da die, die. God will build this world from love. Da da die, 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 da da die, die. Ooh, yada die, 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 da da die, die. Ooh, yada die, 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 die.
Join with me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon chinchilanu. Zikaron lema'aseh Bereshit, ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim, ki banu becharta, be'otanu kidasha, mikol Shabbat Kodecha B'Ava Uratzon Hilchatanu Baruch Atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat L'chaim.
Shalom. L'chaim.
Oh yeah, it's delicious. That's sharp vintage, I think. I don't miss California, but I do miss some California wine sometimes. So
Is it grape juice or what is it?
I think it's grape juice that has had been cut by water many, many times. So. Is it really George Harrison's yard site?
Yes.
Dale, you know any George Harrison songs?
Forget it.
All right. So, well, join us afterwards. Let's join together in Motzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Oh, happy birthday.
Not tonight.